Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Inverness Raceway. Another Memorial Day here at the Raceway. Over in race number 1, Memorial Pace. Race 2, Malcolm Janet and Stanley McQuarrie Memorial. D. Wells Memorial goes in third. And race number 4, Patsy and Bernie LeFort Memorial. Race 5, Sandy and John MacDonald Memorial. Race number 6, Lewis Beaton Memorial. And race number 8, our feature on this afternoon's card of racing, the Johnny and Margaret Allen Ian Memorial Pace. They go for purse $2,150, modern best, Brookdale Boster. Intended royalty, Dream On, and Windmere Don't Matter. Just one correction thus far. Our post time will be altered. The officials are in the paddock area. I'm speaking with all the drivers, owners, and trainers regarding the urging rule. And we'll have the changes for you momentarily. Just one change on the card right now. Number 5 in the first, A Lot of Rosie, is scratch sick this afternoon. We'll have the changes for this afternoon's card of racing momentarily, and we'll first race post time momentarily. Correct time of day showing on the board at 1:58. 1:58, you want to check your program. We'll go over the changes now for this afternoon's card of racing. Race number 1 is the Slim Gillis Memorial Pace. Number 5, A Lot of Rosie, is scratch 6 this afternoon. Over to race number 2, it's the Malcolm Janet and the Stanley McQuarrie Memorial Pace. Equipment change on the 4, Jolt's Virtue. He adds a Murphy Blind on the left-hand side. That'll push us over to race number 3, D. Wells Memorial Pace. Number 6, Rita's Example. Equipment change off with the Hoodwood Cups this afternoon, and he adds the earplugs. That'll bring us over to race number 4, the Patsy and Bernie LeFort Memorial Pace. Number 2, Unstoppable Speed, adds a Hoodwood Cups this afternoon. Over in race number 5, number 2, Benny Rabbit, pencil in the driver. Ryan Campbell, it's the Sandy and John MacDonald Memorial Pace. Race number 6, the Lewis Beaton Memorial, it goes as programmed. And race number 7, Western Bandit, pencil in the driver, Mr. Travis McLean. And race number 8 is the Johnny and Margaret Allenian Memorial Pace for purse $2,150, field of 5. That's our feature on this afternoon's card of racing. Cut down to a short field of 4 here for the first entries, moving down the backside towards Post Parade. From the lower turn, parading are the entries here in the first classification, non-winners 2. They go for purse $750 exacta, triacta wagering. Nata Said So on the rail by Huey McCachran, Nellie McCachran, Mark McQuarrie in the sulky. 2 JG Sparrow, 3-year-old filly, ordered trained by Gussie McLean. Travis McLean up. 3-time El Majorette by Donald McCachran. Trained by Lloyd McLean. Andrew McLean drives. Number 4 put on the card has Ryan Campbell for Johnny Snaggs McDonald. The 5 is out. Cut down to a short field of 4 here in the Slim Gillis Memorial Pace. Raymond Slim Gillis was an owner, trainer, and a driver here at the Inverness Raceway in Tregill Park. He served as race secretary and track manager at the time. He owned such horses as Futures Force, R.N. Winfield, and Battle Gun. His family would like to present a cooler in his honor this afternoon. Race number 1 is the Raymond Slim Gillis Memorial Pace. It goes to post in 5. Post time has been altered to 2:10. 2:10 is our post time this afternoon. For the first, we're down to 7 minutes. 7 minutes post time on the first entries on the way back. Second and final score. Your officials for this afternoon's card of racing. In the paddock judge is Miss Karen Huckle. Gate driver, Leonard Wyris. Your starters, Mr. Joe Guerra. And our judges stand this afternoon. Associate judges are Presiding judge is Mr. Danny Dowie. On photo patrol, Isaac Poirier. Photo finish, Dean Winters. Charter, Shannon McLean. Timer is Ethan McLean. Standard Bred Canada is Deborah Rankin. Our track manager is Megan McForay. Down to 6 minutes at the window. 6 to go. One in place betting only here in the first. One in place and exacta and triacta wagering. One in place, exacta and triacta wagering. There was a ticket purchased on a lot of Rosie. Refund on the 5, a lot of Rosie here in the first. Beautiful afternoon for harness racing here at the Inverness Raceway. Each and every day, we recognize our gold sponsors: Marble Holdings, Supplies, Waikagama Home Hardware, Cape Breton West Contracting, Causeway Electrical, A&B Mechanical Limited, Link Electric, Mabu Fresh Mart, Your Dollar Store, Paul McLean Electrical, Millennium Contracting, Wayne's Variety, and Robbins Donuts. Track in excellent shape as always here at the Inverness Raceway, mainly because of our track maintenance man, Mr. Richie Mullins. A lot of help from Neil McCachran, Bernie MacDonald, and Mr. Kevin Daigle. Entries down to 4 minutes now, 4 to go. The 3-time El Major rat in the paddock with equipment repair. As soon as he returns, we'll be going to the gate. 3-year-old filly, Time Out Major Rat, has returned from the paddock area. And the entries will be moving to the gate. Mobile starting gate is on the move. Starter Joe Guerra collects up the starters here for you. Entries moving on the stable turn here in the first. Now winners 2 also eligible. Now winners 3, they go for Not a Sad So on the rail. Mark McQuarrie, 3-year-old filly GG Sparrow from 2 for Travis McLean. 3-year-old filly Time L Major Bat from 4. And 4-year-old Put On the Card Ryan Campbell at a 4. The 5 is out. It's the Raymond Slim Gillis Memorial Pace. Field of 4 for the fillies. Down off of the gate and away in Time L Major Rat. And Put On the Card heading out early. Approaching the 8th now. And Ryan Campbell sends Johnny Snaggs MacDonald. Put It On the Card. Up front for the lead. Back in second, that is Time L Major Rat. Then a gap of 5 to Not a Said So. In the backfield, it's JG Sparrow. We're on past the opening quarter, and Ryan Campbell and Put It On the Card. After an opening quarter of 30-1 up front, the fractions, Time L Major Rat is second. A tighter third in at the rail, Not a Said So. Then JG Sparrow. On toward the half mile now, and Put On the Card is up front. Driving second, Time L Major Rat. In third, Not a Sad So. And then JG Sparrow passing the half. Up front, Put On the Card and a snug hold of Ryan Campbell. Time L Major Rat is driving second. Third, Not a Sad So. Gets to the outside here from Mark McQuarrie. Then JG Sparrow. Down the backside here now after a half, 1 minute, 2/5. Put On the Card by up front down the lead. And Not a Said So closing in here second with Mark McQuarrie driving third. There's Time L Major Rat, then JG Sparrow. 1:30 and 4/5 past the 3. And the race. Slim Gillis Memorial Pace comes to the 7/8 turn, top of the stretch. Mark McQuarrie sends 2-year-old filly Not a Said So on the outside. Up to win it here for second. Looks like Put On the Card on the outside. That was Time L Major Rat. 2:01 and 4/5 unofficially here in the first. Unofficially, 1, 4, 3, and 2. Unofficially from the lower turn, 2-year-old brown basing filly by Westward Old Hanover. And the Camlock mare, Goddard's Art. Owned by Huey McCachran, Allie McCachran, trained by Robert McLeod. Mark McQuarrie enjoying a good week of racing here at the Inverness Raceway. Quite a few trips to the winner's circle. He'll probably pick up a couple on this afternoon. For now, he puts a lifetime mark on the 2-year-old filly. Nada Said So. Race winning trip 201 4/5. Spawners here. And the Raymond Slim Gillis Memorial Pace and a trackside cooler presentation to the winner, being presented by family members. Nada Said So. Here in the Slim Gillis Memorial Pace. First official, Nada Said So, the winner, J.G. Sparrow 4. Time Bell Majorette 3. Put down the card. Second, a lot of Rosie was out. By the quarter, 30-1. The half, 1 minute. 2/5, 3/4, 1:30 and 4. Race winning trip 2-3-2. 5 on the bottom. Across the board, 280 and 210. Place entry, the 4. Put down the card, 320. Exact combination of 1 and 4, $6.50. 1, 4, and 3 try, $12 even. Up and coming, race number 2's first end of the early daily double. Malcolm, Janet, and Stanley McQuarrie. Memorial Pace. Equipment change on LeFort. Jolt's Virtue. Murphy Blind on the left-hand side. Over in race number 3, it's the second end, the early double. Equipment change on the 6. Rita's Example. Off with the Hoodwood Cups. He adds earplugs for the D. Wells Memorial Pace. That's over in race number 3. Entries moving down the backside for the Malcolm Janet and Stanley McQuarrie Memorial Pace. In this race, the family of Malcolm Janet and Stanley McQuarrie will honor them by presenting a cooler to the winner. Here in the second, Stanley and Janet were avid fans. They were great supporters of their brother and son, Trapper. They like to throw a bet on Trapper from time to time, and I'm sure today they'd certainly be betting the 4-horse, Jolt's Virtue. Be parading here in the Malcolm Janet in Stanley McQuarrie Memorial Pace. And parading from the lower tiered entries here in the second, DW's Hidden Star for owner, trainer, driver, Mr. Louis MacDonald. To Susu Heaven for owner, trainer, driver, Ambrose Gillis. Owner, trainer, driver, Tim Gillis is in the sulky on the 3, Cheyenne Nixon. For Jolt's Virtue, owner trained by Alexander Trapper McQuarrie in the sulky, the 5 Business Time, trained by Stan Harper Jr. Its owner driver, J.J. MacDonald, between the wheels. Short field of 5 here in the second. First end of the early daily double. Quinella and Triact wagering, win, place, and show. Entry second and final score down to 3 minutes now. Post time in the Malcolm Janet and Stanley McQuarrie Memorial Pace. Down to 2 minutes now, post time, 2 to go. It's your last chance at the windows. The entries have been called to the gate. And he's moving down the backside. Entries moving towards the top of the stretch in the second classification. Numbers 251. They go for per 700. DW's Hidden Star, Susu Heaven, Cheyenne Nixon, Jolt's Virtue, and Business Time. Competitors the early double. It's the Malcolm Janet and Stanley McQuarrie Memorial Pace. All starters on gate, down, off and away, and DW's Hidden Star heads out for the lead. Jolt's Virtue on the far outside, up now to challenge for the lead. We're heading down the backside now. And Alex McQuarrie is going to send Mary McQuarrie's Jolt's Virtue up front for the lead. Yielding here second. That is DW's Hidden Star from 3, Susu Heaven. Up in 4, Cheyenne Nixon, the backfield. That is Business Time by the stable turn, opening quarter 30-1. Jolt's Virtue by 2.5. Up front on the lead. DW's Hidden Star is second. Susu Heaven is third. Cheyenne Nixon is 4. And in the backfield, that is Business Time and J.J. MacDonald. Heading toward the half now. Up front by 3, Jolt's Virtue. And on the outside, that is Susu Heaven in third at the rail. DW's Hidden Star, Cheyenne Nixon, is on the move, and then Business Time. 59 and 4/5 past the half mile, up the backside, and the 3/4 up and coming now. Jolt's Virtue Full control of the field, second. DW's Hidden Star. Susu having his third. Business Time is 4. Then Cheyenne Nixon. We're on passing the 3/4 now. Wooden Trapper love to win this here one. It's the Malcolm Jennett and Stanley McQuarrie Memorial Pace. He's opened it up to 7 now. Passing the 7/8 turn now. Jolt's Virtue has everything under control here. The fight is for second. Jolt's Virtue out to capture Tap Honors and the Malcolm Jennett and Stanley McQuarrie Memorial Pace up here for second. Susu Heaven. Business Time is third. And officially 4-2, 5, and 3 here in the second. And officially from the lower turn, 11-year-old, pacing gelding by Village Jolt. At the Arts Place Mare, Arts Virtue. Isn't it only fitting? At the owner trainer is Barry McQuarrie, Inverness. Alex Trapper McQuarrie in the sulky. The veteran, he heads to the winner's circle with 11-year-old Jolt's Virtue. To meet the entourage, presenting a cooler for Malcolm Jennett and Stanley McQuarrie Memorial. To the winner, Jolt's Virtue and Alexander McQuarrie. Congratulations, Mr. McQuarrie. And the second official now, DW's Hidden Star 5. Susu Heaven second, Cheyenne Nixon 4. Jolt's Virtue the winner, business time was 3. By the quarter, 30-1, 59-4, 130-2. Race 1 check, 201 1/5. Top of the program, 5-2-4, 1, then 3 in the bottom, 201 1/5. Jolt's Virtue for Mary McQuarrie and Alec McQuarrie capturing top honors in the Malcolm Janet and Stanley McQuarrie Memorial Pace. $3 out of win ticket. Quadala combination. 4 and 2, $13.10. 4, 2, and 5 try. It'll return $46.10. Up and coming, D. Wells Memorial Pace. Number 6, Rita's Example. Equipment change off of the hood with cups, adding earplugs. Entries leaving the paddock area on the way to post parade here in the third. It's the Deep Memorial Pace. Delina Wells McLean was the daughter of Alec Florence McLean. And she was born the same year as me, 1954, and spent most of her early life. She graduated from Inverness Consolidated High School in 1972 and headed to Mount St. Vincent University. She graduated from there in 1976 with a teaching degree and accepted a job in Goose Bay, Labrador, where her brother Edmund was teaching. As life would have it, she spent her whole teaching career based in this Newfoundland community, teaching and raising her family. Her love for home did not diminish. She always returned every summer, spend time with the family and friends, the beach, the Hoff, and of course the racetrack. Like her fathers and brothers, Lloyd and Dan, she loved a little wager on the horses. She always boxed the try 1, 3, and 6, and it's played by some of the family members to this day. In memory of Delina McCuller presented here in the third and parading from the lower turn, the entries. Here in the D. Wells Memorial Pace. Number 1, Opie's Lifeline, owned by Battison Poirier. Trainer drivers Joe Poirier. George McLean, Dylan McLean, and Gordy McLean, the owners of the two. American Blue Chip, George McLean back on. 3D's Harkness for owner, trainer, driver, Sandy McNeil. C. William Basker, the owner of the 4, Gracious Midday, trained by Harold McLean, Alex McQuarrie up. Gerard Kennedy on the 5, I'm Indigo for Lily Watson. Rounding out the field, number 6, Rita's Example, owned by Danny Morrison of Gardner Mines, trained by Frank Frazier. It's Mr. Ch- in the field of 6 here in the D. Wells Memorial Pace. It goes to post in 5. Entries on the way back, second and final score. And we're down to 4 minutes now. 4 minutes post time. Here for the third. Here, approximate daily double odds. Opie's Lifeline is $10, 10. American Blue Chip, 20. DE's Harkness is 11. Gracious Betty, 26. I'm Indigo is 13. Rita's Example is 62. Down to 1 minute now, post time, here on the D. Wells Memorial Pace. The starter has summoned the entries. Still up. In behind the gate. Here for the third. Entries moving on the stable turn. Here in the third classification, numbers 461 last 5. They go for per 750. Opie's Lifeline and Joe Poirier. George McLean, American Blue Chip. Sandy McNeil and DE's Harkness. Gracious Betty. Alec McQuarrie. I'm Indigo, Gerard Kennedy. Charlie Frazier. And Arita's Example. From the top of the lane. D. Wells, McLean, Memorial Pace, field of 6. They're all on gate. Down off the gate, no way, and O'John's line. Heads out for the lead, D's Harkness. Up here and challenging on the outside, driving in third, that's American Blue Chip from 4. I'm Indigo, then Rita's Example down the backside toward the opening quarter now. Setting up shop on the front end, Joe Poirier and 10-year-old mare Opie's Lifeline passing the opening quarter. Dees Harkness second, driving third. Free-legged pacing American Blue Chip. Gracious Many all bottled up in 4 from 5. I'm Indigo's going to be on the move. In the backfield, it's Rita's Example. 30 and 3 past the opening station on toward the half mile now. And Opie's Lifeline has full control of the field up front on the lead. Second, Dees Harkness, I'm Indigo. First up here on the outside, American Blue Chip is 4. Rita's Example, 5 on the outside. In the backfield now, it's Gracious Many. 101 3/5 past the half mile up the backside. Opie's Lifeline up front by 3/4 of a length. I'm Indigo is second. Driving third, Dees Harkness, 4 on the outside with cover. Rita's Example, American Blue Chip, and Gracious Many. Field of 6 has 3 in, 3 out. We're passing the 3/4, and Opie's Lifeline and Joe Poirier go to work on the front end. 132 and 3/5 past 3/4. I'm in is racing here second on the outside, tipping out. He's going 3 deep. That's Charlie Frazier and Rita's Example. Gracious Many is there also. He's going to tip out, but they're driving through the lanes, looking to go wide of wire. Joe Poirier and Opie's Lifeline. Rita's Example is second. Dees Harkness third unofficially. 2:03 and 4/5 here in the D. Wells Memorial Pace. Unofficially 1635. 1635. Here in the third, the D. Wells Memorial Pace. As we had mentioned in the memorial beforehand, when Delina would travel home from Newfoundland during the summer, she'd also have that triactive box. And the triactive box, her numbers were 1, 3, and 6. That just came in here in the third race. And they say there's no karma. And officially from the lower turn, 10-year-old bound pacing mare by Life Sign. And the direct scooter mare, Ambro Porat, and Poirier and Inverness, trained and driven by Joe Poirier, capturing top honors here in the D. Wells Memorial Pace. And a trackside cooler presentation to the winners, Opie's Lifeline and Joe Poirier, being presented by family and friends of Delina Wells. Look at that triacta, $216.20. You be sure that the members of the McLean family would be having that triacta. Third official now, Opie's Lifeline, the winner. American Blue Chip 6, D's Harkness 3, Gracious Biddy 5. I'm Indigo 4, Rita's Example second. Top of the program, 163.54, then 2 on the bottom, 203 and 4/5. $7.20 to win. Daily double returning $10.40. Exact a good one, $160. Triacta combination, 1, 6, and 3. Appropriate enough. $216.20. Opie's Lifeline, capturing top honors in the D. Wells Memorial Pace. Up and coming, Patsy and Bernie LeFort, Memorial Pace. Equipment change on the 2. Unstoppable speed. This afternoon, it's a hood with cups. Send out a special thank you to Home Hardware, providers of our water truck. Robin's Donuts for their drag truck. And providers of a drag truck and conditioner that we use each and every day here at Ron McGilvray, distributors of Buick, GC, and Chevrolet, 75 St. Andrew Street, Nantigonish, Nova Scotia. Entries for Patsy and Bernie LeFort Memorial Pace making their way from the paddock area on towards Post Parade here in the fourth. Bernie and Patsy LeFort were race fans here at the Inverness Raceway. Bernie Zwick on their return home on vacation or when they move back to Inverness. Strong supporters of the Inverness Raceway on this afternoon. They'd like to honor Patsy and Bernie LeFort's memory in presenting a cooler to the winner here on the fourth. This is the Patsy and Bernie LeFort Memorial Pace. Go in the post. Introducing the field in the fourth classification. Non-winners of 651 last 5. Quinella. Triacta wagering. They go for purse 800. Double shot of scotch is owned and trained by John MacDonald. Ryan Campbell thought a win this year, perhaps this afternoon. The best Joe Poirier trained Shelby Miller in the sulky. This old Millie, trained by Frankie Frazier. Charlie Frazier is at PH Showboat for owner, trainer, driver. Lewis MacDonald, Gigi Stone, and Max Dave Port Hood. Trained by Bernie MacDonald. Moose MacDonald in the sulky. The 5 is AB's Future. From 6, My Ty Win. Kennedy. Jeward Kennedy is in the sulky. Field of 6 here on the fourth. Patsy and Bernie LeFort. Memorial Pace goes to post in 6. Entries up, second and final score. Down to 4 now, 4 to go. 50-50 this afternoon in the paddock area and the parimutuel area. Drop after race number 7. Good even split on Wednesday, over $1,450. We're down to 2 minutes now, 2 to go. Last chance for wagering. Mobile starting gate is on the move. And your starter, Mr. Joe Garab, lining them up. Field of 6. Here in the 4th, Patsy and Bernie LeFort, Memorial Pace. Entries moving on the stable turn here in the 4th. Double Shot of Scotch and Ryan Campbell. Unstoppable Speed and Shelby Miller. This Old Millie and Charlie Frazier. P.H. Showboat and Lewis MacDonald. AB's Future, Alexander MacDonald, My Tie Wind, and Gerard Kennedy. From the top of the stretch here in the 4th, it's post time for the Patsy and Bernie LeFort. Memorial Pace from the Inverness Raceway. Field of 6 out on gate. And Double Shot of Scotch. Heads out full the lead. Unstoppable Speed is second up here, third in the outside. Out is P.H. Showboat in 4 at the rail. This Old Millie up in 5, AB's Future in the backfield. It's by Ty Win. Stretched out single file to the opening quarter now. And Ryan Campbell wants to set the fractions with Johnny Staggs McDonald's Double Shot of Scotch. Second, Unstoppable Speed driving. Third, P.H. Showboat in 4. This Old Millie. Yet a 5, AB's Future. Then My Ty Win. 30 and 4. That's station. This Old Millie is on the move from 4 now. Double Shot of Scotch. Gonna bring him on to the half mile. Quickly here on the outside. This Old Millie in 3rd at the rail. It's Unstoppable Speed from 4. And that is P.H. Showboat. 5 and on the move to drive the cover. AB's Future. My Tie Win in the backfield. 1-1-1. Past the half mile up the backside. The 3/4 up and coming now. Double Shot of Scotch. Up front, down the lead, second on the outside. And getting closer, this old Millie. Driving third, double speed. Then Davies, Future PH Showboat, My Tai Win. They've passed the stable turn, second and final time. 1:31 and 2/5. This old Millie is on the outside and challenging double shot of Scotch. Unstoppable speed, tips out. He comes 3 deep. They're out the top turn, going to travel lane. Double shot of Scotch tries to get his first win of the year. This old Millie's on the outside. Double shot of Scotch up to win it. 2 minutes, 4/5. Unofficially, here in the fourth, the Patsy and Bernie LeFort Memorial Pace. Unofficially, 1-3, 4 and 2 here in the fourth. Up and coming in the fifth, Sandy and John MacDonald. Memorial Pace, pencil in Ryan Campbell. On the 2, Benny Rabbit. Unofficially from the lower turn, 13-year-old Bay Fishing getting by Dragon again. And the Western Hanover mare, Pacific, Sister Cat. Owned and trained by Johnny Staggs MacDonald, Inverness. After winning 7 last year, his first trip to the winner's circle. In 2019, it captures top honors in the Patsy and Bernie LeFort Memorial. 2 minutes, 4/5. It's 13-year-old double shot of Scotch. And a trackside cooler presentation to the winner being presented by family and friends of Patsy and Bernie LeFort. And the fourth official, double shot of scotch, the winner. Unstoppable Speed 4. This old Midday second. PH Showboat was third. AB's Future 5 and My Time was 6. 30 and 4, 101 and 1. 131 and 2. Race winning trip, 2 minutes, 4/5. Top of the card in the fourth. 1-4-2, 3-5, then 6 on the bottom. 2 minutes, 4/5. 13-year-old, double shot of scotch, Ryan Campbell in the sulky. Win ticket, $3.70 for the favorite here in the fourth. Quinella combination, 1 and 3, $4.60. 1, 3, and 4 try, $90 and 50 cents. Field of 6 up and coming in the fifth. They go for $7.50. It's the and John MacDonald Memorial Pace goes to post in 13 minutes. Next card of racing here at the Inverness Raceway goes to post on Wednesday evening. Post time set to go at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is post time for racing under the lights here at the Inverness Raceway. 7 o'clock is our post time. Entries leaving the paddock area on towards Post Parade. Here in the fifth, Sandy and John MacDonald Memorial Pace. Sandy and John MacDonald were brothers, and they loved the sport of harness racing, especially here at the Inverness Raceway. John Donald was a race fan for many, many years here at the Raceway. He supported his brother Sandy who was an owner, trainer, and a driver. Sandy had such horses as Sporty Anthony, Jane Ennis, and Tommy Hunter. Relatives and friends, I'd like to honor these gentlemen this afternoon, presenting a cooler. Here on the 5th, this is the Sandy and John MacDonald Memorial Pace. Leading the post parade here in the 5th is Florida Bound, owned by Dougie MacDonald of Waterford. The trainer and the driver is Alex McCory. From post position 2, Benny Brambat, owned by Melody LeBlanc in Inverness. Trained by Erland Campbell, Mr. Ryan Campbell does the driving. Lily Watts in Inverness is the owner-trainer of the 3. It's Time L. Torrance. Gerard Kennedy is in the sulky. John MacDonald of Judic, the owner of 4. A 3-year-old colt, Eastward Fun. Winner of his last 2, trained by Bernie MacDonald. Moose MacDonald does the driving. Dion Daigle Inverness is the owner of 5, Nappin. Gillis in the sulky, the 6, Canaran Fame, owned by Damien and Donald McClellan. Mr. Joe Poirier does the driving. Field of 6 here in the 5th, Sandy and John MacDonald Memorial Pace goes to post and 6. Entries up, second, forward, down to 5 now, 5 to go. $50 tickets on sale in the parimutuel area. We'll draw after race number 7, after the 7th. laps now, 3 to go. Two to go. Entries moving down the backside. Entries moving on the stable turn. Here in the 5th classification, numbers 5 for per 750. Alec McQuarrie and Florida Bound on the rail. Benny Rabbit and Ryan Campbell. Timel Torrance, Gerard Kennedy. Eastward O'Fun, Moose MacDonald. Neppin, Ambrose Gillis, Canadian Fame, and Mr. Joe Poirier. Field of 6. It's the Sandy, John Donald MacDonald Memorial Pace. Yeah. Oh, now off the gate and away in time, El Torrance. Heads out to take over the lead, driving second, Florida Bound. Popping in the 3-hole, that's Benny Rabbit. Eastward O'Fun is 4. Up in 5, that's Neppin. And Canadian Fame in the backfield. On toward the opening quarter now. Lily Watson's Timel Torrance is up front down the lead for Gerard Kennedy. Drives here second. Up here in third, that's Benny Rabbit. From 4 Eastward O'Fun. Canadian Fame is on the move and in the backfield now. That's Neppin. 30 and 3. Quarter now. Ryan Campbell has sights on going back to the winner's circle. He has Benny Rabbit up here on the outside to challenge Timel Torrance. He'll be tough off the front. Driving third, Florida Bound. Eastward O'Fun has room to get out here now. Ooh, into the turn now. Florida Bound made a break, interfering. And down the backside, heading towards your 3/5. Time El Torrance tries to run away on the field. Benny Rabbit is here second. Eastward O'Fun is getting in gear. Then just hit the inquiry button to the 7/8 turn. Time El Torrance. Eastward O'Fun and Moose MacDonald going to try to make it 3 in a row. They're out the top turn through the lanes. Time El Torrance going to bring them on home. Here is Eastward O'Fun on the outside and driving. Getting to the mile, and Time El Torrance goes wire to wire. Eastward O'Fun is second, 205ths. Unofficially, here on the 5th. The judge's inquiry is into the breaking horse who finished 6th, Florida bound, heading towards the 5/8 turn. Unofficially, 3, 4, 2, and 6. Here in the 5th, the Sandy and John MacDonald Memorial Pace. Unofficially from the lower turn, 10-year-old be fixing gelding by Jeremy's Jet. From the Arts Place mare, Noble Sammy. But are trained by Lily Watson. Here in Inverness, Gerard Kennedy goes wire to wire with the 10-year-old. Race winning trip, 201 2/5, capturing top honors in the Sandy and John MacDonald Memorial Pace and a trackside cooler presentation to the winner, Time El Torrance, Gerard Kennedy, and Lily Watson, being presented by family and friends, honoring Sandy and John MacDonald. Winner here in the 5th, Time El Torrance. Judges have ruled that the one Florida bound made a break heading towards the 5/8 turn, interfering with 4, 5, and 6 Florida bound, with 6, therefore no placement. And the fifth official now, Florida bound with 6. Benny Rabbit at 3. Timel Torrance, the winner. Eastward Old Fun was second. Neppen was 5, and Canaran Fame was 4. 30 and 3, 1 minute 3. 130 and 2, 201 and 2/5. Top of the card, 631, 25, then 4 on the bottom. 201 and 2/5. 10-year-old Timel Torrance, wire to wire for Gerard Kennedy. And a win ticket, $17.40 on Timel Torrance. Exact accommodation 3 and 4. $21.60. 3, 4, and 2 try. $7.70. Up and coming. It's race number 6. It's the Lewis Beaton Memorial Post as programmed. Have time for the 50-50. We're at $770. $770. Still have time. We'll drop after race number 7. Entries leaving the paddock area on towards Post Parade. Here in the 6th, the Lewis Beaton Memorial Pace. Beaton was an owner and trainer here at the Inverness Raceway. He and his son Anthony, they worked side by side with the horses until the passing of Lewis. He owned such horses. Two of his favorites were Am Cruising and Schooner. His family, in Lewis's honor, here in the 6th, to the winner of the Lewis Beaton Memorial Pace. Riding from the lower turn are the entries here in the 6th classification. Now winners of 1,001 last 5. They go for purse 900. Quinella, Triacta, win place and show wagering. It's the Lewis Beaton Memorial Pace. Alan Gillis, Inverness, is the owner trainer of the one, Bonnie's Back. Bred by Angus McGinnis, Mabu, J.J. MacDonald up. 2 buttons. Owned and trained by Anthony Beaton. Southwest Bliss from 3. Owned by A.D. MacDonald and Mark Harper. A.D. trains. Andrew McLean up. 4 Tipper. Mac Jack. Owned by Redmond Doucette. Trained by Lena McIsaac. Mark McQuarrie up. Twisted Frisco from 5 for owner trainer driver Sean MacDonald. Travis is in the sulky aboard the 6 South Wind Jagger. For owner trainer Erland Campbell, field of 6. Going to post in 6 for the Lewis Beaton Memorial Pace. Entries up, second and final score down to 4 now. 4 minutes post time here on the 6th. Down to 3 minutes now, 3 to go. Still on sale at the canteen. Inverness Raceway t-shirt. They're on sale at the canteen. Down to 2 minutes. Mobile starting gate is on the move. Collecting the starters here for the 6th. Entries moving. On the stable turn here in the 6th classification. Numbers of 1,001. Last 5. They go for purse. 900. Bonnie's back. J.J. MacDonald. Buttons. Joe Poirier. Southwest Bliss. Andrew McLean. Tipperback Jack. Mark McQuarrie. Twisted Frisco, Sean MacDonald, Southwind Jagger, Travis McLean. Field of 6. Race number 6. Lewis Beaton, Memorial Pace. Comes through the stretch at the Inverness Raceway. Down off the gate and away, and Bonnie's back along with Southwest Bliss. Joe early into the turn down. Bonnie's back at the rail up here on the outside to take it over here. That is Southwest Bliss. Driving in 3rd, Tipperback Jack. From 4, Buttons. Up in 5, Twisted Frisco in the backfield. It's Southwind Jagger. Andrew McLean. And Southwest Bliss set up shop on the front end. Bonnie's back is 2nd. Tipperback Jack is 3rd. Buttons will be on the move. Shut up 5, Twisted Frisco in the backfield. It's Southwind Jagger, 29 and 1/5 past the opening quarter. First on the move, that is Tipperback Jack and Mark McQuarrie. Up to challenge now your pace setter, Southwest Bliss. Grabbing on 3rd at the rail. That's Bonnie's back. Buttons gonna for Jack. He's gonna have to come back and go around them all. 59 2/5 past the half mile up the backside. 3/4 up and coming now. Southwest Bliss from the lead. Bodies back and J.J. MacDonald lurking here second. Tipping out, going 3 deep. That is Buttons. Twisted Frisco's going to have to find some room somewhere to the 7/8 turn now. Twisted Frisco just popped it 3 holes. Southwest Bliss has him by about 3 lengths here. Can he make it? Bliss and Andrew McLean right to the winner's circle. He goes wire to wire. Twisted Frisco is second. Tipperback Jack at the rail. He was third, 1 and 1/5 unofficially here in the 6th. Unofficially from the lower turn, 9-year-old, by pacing mare by Blissful Hall. And the Western Hanover mare, Jet West. Mark Harper and Inverness shares ownership with the trainer. A.D. MacDonald. Andrew McLean is in the sulky. Win number 4 on the season for 9-year-old mare, Southwest Bliss. 1:59 and 1/5 in the Lewis Beaton Memorial Pace. And the sixth official now. Bonnie's back 4, Button's 5. Southwest Bliss, the winner. Dipperback Jack 3. Twisted Frisco 2nd. Southwind Jagger was 6. 29 and 1, 59 and 2. 128 and 4, 159 and 1/5. Top of the program in review, 45132. That's 6 on the bottom. Fourth win of the year, Andrew McLean in the sulky. $6.90 on a win ticket. Quinella combination. 3 and 5, it returned 9.20. 3, 5, and 4 try, $57.80. Up and coming the 7th, the first end of the late double. Travis McLean on the 7, Western Bandit. Still time for the 50-50 draw. We'll draw after this race. Also, T-shirts are on sale in the canteen. $15 each. Inverness Raceway. T-shirts and hats on sale at the canteen. Now parading from the lower turn entries here in the 7th classification, diameter 651, last 5. They go for purse 800, first and the late double, exacta, triacta, and show wager. Malcolm McCack in Port Hood, the honor trainer of the 1, Tiger Town. It's Louis MacDonald. Salke, post 2. Randy Gillo, the driver, shares ownership with brother Bradley, sister Susan, and friend Wayne Hardy. Dana Gillo does the conditioning. The 2 is Blue Line. At 3, Boswell, Hanover, on it, trained by John MacDonald, Ryan Campbell up. 4, Iona Katie, owned by John Gillis, trained by Joe Poirier. Andrew McLean is out. From post 5, Tucker's Best, owned by Paul McLean, South Bar. Zach Mullins is the conditioner. Mark McQuarrie drives. Donald Kennedy of Frankville, owner, trainer of the 6 OK Gladiator. Gerard King, Western Bandit, owner, trained by Anthony Beaton. McLean does the driving. Field of 7 here for the first half of the late double. We're going to post in 6, 50-50, still available. Entries up, second and final score. Down to 3 minutes now. 3 minutes time. Here for the 7th. It's your last chance at the windows. Entries moving down the backside. Entries moving on the stable turn here in the 7th classification. Now winners 651. Last 5 they go for 800. Town, Lewis MacDonald, Blue Line, and Randy Ghetto. Boswell Hanover, Ryan Kimball, Iota Katie, Andrew McLean, Tucker's Best, and Mark McQuarrie. OK Gladiator, Gerard Kennedy in the backfield. Western Bandit, Travis McLean. Field of 7 comes from the top of the lane at the Inverness Raceway. First half of the late double. Down off of the gate and away in Boswell Hanover. Zode looking for the lead second here on the outside. That is Tucker's Best driving third. Blue Line. And a 4 Tiger Town up in 5. That's Western Bandit. 6 Iona Katie. In the backfield, OK Gladiator down the backside toward the opening quarter down at the Boswell Hanover. Up front on the lead from Ryan Campbell second. Tucker's Best driving third. Blue Line. Tiger Town. Then Western Bandit, Iona Katie is on the move. In the backfield, OK Gladiator is going to follow him. 30-4. Past the opening quarter. Lots of activity here now. Blue Line and Randy Ghetto. Up on the outside, he's going to challenge Boswell Hanover. Approaching the half mile. Boswell Hanover up front. Blue Line is second on the outside, driving third. Tucker's Best. Tiger Town driven perfectly here. He gets the cover, second over. Iona Katie's behind him down at Real Western Bandit and OK Gladiator. Down the backside, 1 4 minutes. Up front, Boswell Hanover, second Blue Line, third Tucker's Best. Tiger Town, he's thinking about going deep. Might as well for Lewis MacDonald. Stable turn, second and final time. Boswell Hanover. Up front on the lead, Blue Line is second. Tiger